Hello, warriors. It is Motivational Monday, and I am so excited to share this word of inspiration with you today. Listen, what I have to share with you today, by some, it's called crazy talk. But you know what? In order to be successful, in order to reach your goals, in order to overcome those obstacles, sometimes you got to be a little bit radical. You got to be a little bit crazy. You got to get out of that status quo of what everybody else is doing, and you got to do something different. So the word for today is embrace adversities. Embrace the troubles that comes your way. Embrace the struggles. Embrace the sufferings. Embrace the trials. What in the world are you talking about today, Coach T? So here's the philosophy behind that, right? In James, I think it's James 5:2, 5:1, don't quote me on that. He talks about count it all joy when you suffer persecution. Count it all joy when you go through trials. Count it all joy when you're going through tribulations. Why? Because those things that you're going through, they're going to lend to your endurance. They're going to teach you how to persevere. There's always a lesson behind everything that we go through. Listen, it just changed my entire life when I came to the understanding that life is crazy, right? When I came to the understanding that life has its ebbs and flows, and that I am not exempt. You're not exempt just because we might be believers or what have you. We're not exempt from life's craziness, right? We're going to go through the same situations, the same struggles that a lot of other people go through. Why are we going to go through those things? Because of our faith, because we're going to be able to tell somebody that our faith got us through it, right? There's a lesson to be learned, even in our poor decisions. Like some things we bring on ourselves, right? But there is a lesson to be learned in all of those issues and all of those situations that we find ourselves in. So I just encourage you today to embrace adversity, because what I found, it is through some of the greatest trials in my life, the greatest struggles in my life, that I have found that strength that within, that I know that I can walk in that power that I have become the warrior in life that I am today. Now, I am not saying that today I still don't cry and throw tantrums and go through changes when stuff happens. But what I know is from experience is that I'm going to get back up on that horse. What I know is that I'm going to keep going. What I know is that I am an overcomer. Why? Because I've already been through some stuff. And if I was able to get through that, I always say it's me and Jesus, right? If we were able to get through that, then I can absolutely get through this. And my testimony is going to help somebody else along the way. On Thursday, in our Breakthrough Thursday session, I'm going to talk about the different lessons that we learn through our struggles. So stay tuned for that. But today, warriors, embrace adversity. Count it all joy. You're not going to be able to do it right away, because we tend to get sad and get depressed, and we want to be around people who's sad and depressed about our situations. But there are so many stories out there, so much research out there that says when you are lifted up, when you have joy, even when you're sick with some of the dire diseases that we have, people have been able to heal themselves through their joy. You're going to get through that situation quicker. And if it's not something for you to overcome, you're going to go through it with a glad heart, right? You're going to be able to go through life and be happy. I teach my students about Nick Vujicic. I probably said his name wrong, but it's the man with no arms and no legs who is happily married, who is a motivational speaker. Go look him up, right? He is he's from Australia, I believe. Go look him up. No arms and no legs, and he's living his best life. Now, if Nick can live his best life and have joy and have peace and go through this life like a warrior, then you and I can certainly do that. God bless you. That's my time for the day. It's Motivational Monday. I'm going to be back on Thursday talking about some of those lessons that we learned through adversity. Have an amazing day, warriors.